Hello, my name is Ariel. I am learning English. Today I want to tell you about my day at the market. This is a simple story. You can read it and learn with me. It is a sunny day. I go to the market. The market is busy. There are many people. I see vegetables, fruits, and flowers. I like the smell of fresh fruit. I want to buy some apples. I walk to a fruit stand. There is a lady at the stand. She is very nice. I say hello. How much are the apples? She smiles and says $1 per apple. I take 3 apples. I give her $3. She gives me the apples and some change. I see a man selling flowers. He has beautiful roses. I ask him, how much are the roses? He speaks, $2 for 1 rose. I buy 1 rose. I like roses very much. I walk around the market. I see many people buying food and drinks. Some people are talking to each other. I listen and try to understand the words. I don't understand everything, but I try my best. I feel happy. I am learning English. It is good to practice every day. I want to visit the market again. This is my day at the market. I practice speaking English and I learn new words. I hope you enjoyed my story. You can learn English too. Chapter 2. It is a beautiful morning. I wake up early. I look outside. The sun is shining. I'm excited. Today is a special day. I'm going to meet my friend John. John is from Canada. He is also learning English. We both study together. I eat breakfast. I have eggs, bread, and juice. I like eggs very much. After breakfast, I put on my shoes. I take my bag. I am ready to go. I leave my house and walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. The bus comes. I get on the bus. It is not very full. There are few people. I sit by the window. I like sitting by the window. I can see the street and the trees. The bus goes through the city. I see many shops. I see a big park. I see people walking and running. The bus stops at my stop. I get off the bus and walk to the cafe where I will meet John. I arrive at the cafe. John is already there. He is sitting at a table. He is drinking coffee. I go to him. He smiles and says, "Hello, Ariel." I sit down. We shake hands. We are happy to see each other. We start talking. John tells me about his life in Canada. He says I am from a small town. It is very quiet there. I miss my family, but I like studying English in London. I tell him about my life. I say I am from a big city. It is very busy here. I like living in London. I want to speak English very well. We talk about our studies. We both want to speak English fluently, John says. I think the best way to learn English is to practice every day. I agree with him. Yes, I say. We need to use English in our daily life. We talk for a long time. Then we decide to go to the park. We walk to the park together. The weather is very nice. The park is big and green. There are many people in the park. Some people are walking their dogs. Some people are sitting on benches. Some people are playing sports. We find a bench to sit on. We sit and talk more. We speak in English. It is not always easy, but we try our best. Sometimes we stop and look for new words, John says. I don't know how to say this word in English. I help him, and he helps me too. It is fun learning together. After some time, we decide to go for a walk in the park. We see many beautiful flowers. I like the flowers. They are colorful. John takes a picture of a rose. He shows it to me. This is a nice rose, he says. I agree. Yes, it is beautiful. We continue walking. We see a fountain in the park. The water is sparkling in the sunlight. There are many birds around the fountain. The birds are singing. It is a peaceful place. I feel happy. We sit on the grass and take a rest. We talk about our future plans. John says, I want to go to a university in London. I want to study business. I think about my plans. I want to work in a big company. I also want to travel to other countries. We talk about many things, like our families, our hobbies, and our dreams. It is time to go. We say goodbye. John goes back to his apartment. I go back to my house. I feel good. I practice speaking English. I met my friend. I learned new words. It was a good day. When I get home, I think about my lesson for the day. I remember the words we used. I decide to write them down. Writing new words helps me remember them. I feel proud of myself. I also watch a movie in English. I try to listen carefully to the words. It is not easy, but I understand some parts. I repeat the words I hear. I practice my pronunciation. I am happy because I am improving. I look at my clock. It is late. I am tired but satisfied. Today was a good day for learning English. I look forward to tomorrow. I will practice more and learn more. I know that every day is important. Every day I get better at speaking English. Tomorrow I will meet John again. We will study together. We will speak in English and learn from each other. I am excited for the next lesson. I am excited to improve more. Learning English is a journey, and I am happy to be on this journey. Chapter 3. It is another sunny day. I wake up early again. I feel happy because today I will meet my friend John. We have decided to visit a museum together. I like museums. They are quiet, and I can learn a lot of new things. I eat a quick breakfast. I have cereal and milk. I like cereal because it is easy to make. After breakfast, I get dressed. I wear my favorite shirt and jeans. Then I take my bag and leave the house. I walk to the bus stop. The bus comes quickly. I get on the bus. There are a few people. Some people are reading newspapers. Others are listening to music. I sit down by the window. I can see the city as the bus moves. It is a busy city, but today is a little quieter than usual. The bus stops at my stop. I get off and walk to the museum. It is only a few minutes away. When I arrive, I see John waiting for me. He smiles and says, "Hi, Ariel." I smile back. "Hello, John," I say. We go inside the museum. It is a big building. There are many rooms with different exhibits. We start with the art room. There are many paintings on the walls. Some paintings are old and some are new. I like the paintings with bright colors. John says this one is beautiful. He points to a painting of a sunset. The colors are red, orange, and yellow. I agree with him. "Yes, it is lovely," I say. We walk to the next room. It has many old sculptures. Some sculptures are of people. Some are of animals. I like the sculptures because they look very real. John asks me, "Do you like this one?" He points to a sculpture of a man. "Yes, it looks very lifelike," I say. It is amazing how the artist made it look so real. We spent a lot of time in the museum looking at different exhibits. We read the signs next to each exhibit to learn more about them. John asked me some questions. What do you think about this painting? He asks, what is your favorite exhibit? I answer, I like the art room the most. I love the colors and the shapes in the paintings. John smiles. I like the sculptures, he says. They are so interesting. After a while, we feel hungry. We decide to go to the cafe inside the museum. We sit down at a table. John orders a sandwich and I order a salad. We talk while we eat. John tells me about his family. He says I have two sisters. One is older and one is younger. We are a close family. I tell him about my family. I have one brother. He is younger than me. He is in school and I'm studying English, I say. We finish our lunch and decide to look at one more room. This room has old things from different countries. There are masks from Africa, pottery from China, and clothes from India. John and I talk about the things we see. These masks are so interesting, I say. They look different from anything I've seen before. John agrees. Yes, they're beautiful, he says. We spend another hour walking through the museum, looking at all the interesting things. Finally, we decide it is time to go. We leave the museum and walk outside. The sun is still shining, but it is a little cooler now. We walk to the bus stop together. We talk about what we saw in the museum. We both agree that it was a great day. When the bus comes, we get on. We sit next to each other. It is a quiet ride home. I feel happy because I learned new things today. I also feel happy because I practiced my English. I spoke with John a lot and I learned some new words. It was a good day. When I get home, I think about what I saw in the museum. I remember the paintings and the sculptures. I decide to write about my day in my notebook. Writing helps me remember the words I learned. It also helps me practice my writing. I write down the names of some things I saw in the museum. Sunset painting, sculpture of a man, African mask, and Chinese pottery. I feel proud because I know these words after I finish writing. I watch a short video in English. I try to understand everything. It is not easy, but I can understand some parts. I write down new words I don't know. I'll look up their meanings in the dictionary. Before bed, I feel satisfied. I learned many things today. I practice speaking, reading, and writing. Tomorrow I will study more. I want to learn English as quickly as I can. I want to speak English like a native speaker. It will take time, but I know I can do it. Every day I will get better. I go to bed feeling happy. Today was a good day for learning English. Tomorrow will be even better. Chapter 4. It is another busy day. I wake up early again. I feel good because today is a special day. I'm going to visit a friend I met in class. Her name is Maria. She is from Spain. We both study English together, and today she invited me to her home. I have breakfast. I eat toast with butter and drink a cup of tea. I like tea in the morning. After breakfast, I get ready. I wear my comfortable shoes and take my bag. I am ready to go. I go inside the garden. It is very beautiful. There are trees, flowers, and many benches. The air smells fresh, and I hear birds singing. It is a peaceful place. I feel calm and happy. I see my classmates already sitting on a bench. They wave at me. I wave back and sit with them. My teacher is there too. She smiles and says, "Hello, Ariel. I'm glad you are here. Today we will practice English by talking about nature." I smile and say I'm happy to be here. "Teacher," she says. "Great. Now let's start. What do you see around you?" We all look around. There are many flowers in the garden. Some are yellow, some are pink, and some are red. "I see many flowers," I say. My teacher nods and speaks. "Yes, flowers are beautiful. What else do you see?" "I see trees," says my friend Mark. "There are tall trees and short trees." "Yes," my teacher says. "Trees are important. They give us oxygen and make the air clean." We talk about trees and flowers for a while. Then my teacher asks, "What animals do you see here?" We all look around. "I see a bird in the tree," says Maria. "I see a squirrel," says Ahmed. "The squirrel is running on the ground." "Yes," my teacher says. "Squirrels are small animals. They like to play in the trees." After talking for some time, my teacher says, "Now let's practice speaking with a partner. You can walk around the garden and talk to each other in English. Ask each other questions about the garden. Use new words you have learned today." I walk with Maria. We talk about the things we see. I ask her, "What is your favorite flower?" She smiles and says my favorite flower is the rose. I like the color and the smell. I agree. "Yes, roses are beautiful," I say. Maria asks me, "What animal do you like?" I think for a moment and answer, "I like birds. They are free and they can fly." Maria nods. "Yes, I like birds too. They're nice to watch." We continue walking and talking. We practice our English, and I feel happy because I understand more and more. After walking for a while, we sit on a bench to rest. I feel tired, but I'm glad that I practiced English. It is easier now to speak with my friends. I can say more things than before. I am proud of myself. We take a break and have some water. My teacher comes to sit with us. She says, "You are doing a great job. Keep practicing and you will speak English very well." I smile and say, "Thank you, teacher. I will practice every day." It is almost time to go. We walk back to the entrance of the garden. My teacher says today was a good lesson. We practiced English and learned about nature. Tomorrow we will learn more new words. I feel happy because I learned so much today. I want to learn more. We say goodbye to each other. I thank my teacher and my friends. Then I leave the garden and walk back to the bus stop. I feel good about my day. I think about all the new words I learned today, like squirrel, tree, bird, and flower. I want to remember these words. I get on the bus and sit by the window again. The ride home is calm. I look out the window and think about my English journey. I know I am improving every day. It is not always easy, but it is worth it. I feel proud because I am learning and using English more and more when I get home. I write in my notebook. I write about my day in the garden. I write down the new words I learned. Writing helps me remember. After that, I watch a short video in English. I try to understand the story. I don't understand everything, but I understand some parts. I repeat the words I hear. Before I go to bed, I feel good. Today was a great day. I practiced speaking, listening and learning new words. Tomorrow will be even better. I know that every day brings me closer to my goal. I'm excited for tomorrow. Chapter 6. Today is a special day. I wake up early because I have big plans. I'm going to visit the library. My teacher told us that the library is a great place to learn English. I want to find books that can help me improve my English. I feel excited because I love reading. I make breakfast. I eat oatmeal with fruit. It is healthy and it gives me energy for the day. After breakfast, I get dressed. I wear a comfortable shirt and jeans. I take my bag and leave the house. I walk to the bus stop. I feel happy because it is a nice day. The sun is shining and the sky is clear. The bus comes and I get on. I sit by the window again. I like sitting by the window because I can see the city as the bus moves. I watch people walking on the street. Some people are in a hurry and some are taking their time. The bus ride is about 20 minutes. I get off at my stop and walk to the library. The library is a big building. It has many windows and there's a large sign in front that says Public Library. I feel excited because I have heard that the library has many books in English. I walk inside and see a large room with many bookshelves. There are so many books. I can see books about history, art, music, and many other subjects. I feel like I am in a treasure chest of knowledge. I go to the desk and ask the librarian, "Hello, can you help me find books for learning English?" The librarian smiles and says, "Of course, follow me." She takes me to a section with books for learning English. There are books for beginners and books for advanced students. I look at the books. Some have pictures and some have simple stories. I pick up a book with simple stories. The title is Easy English Stories. I think it will be good for me. The librarian says this is a good book for beginners. It will help you learn new words. I thank the librarian and take the book. I walk around the library a little more. I see many people reading or using the computers. Some are studying and some are just relaxing. The library is quiet, but it feels peaceful. I like it. I decide to find a seat and start reading my new book. I sit at a table near the window. I open the book and start reading. The stories are simple, but they are interesting. The first story is about a boy who finds a lost dog. The dog is very cute and the boy is happy to find it. I like the story because it is easy to understand. I learned some new words like lost and find. I write them down in my notebook. Writing new words helps me remember them. After reading for a while, I take a break. I go to the library cafe and buy a cup of tea. I sit at a table and relax. I think about how much I am learning. I feel proud of myself. I am improving my English every day. I know it will take time, but I am patient. Every day, I'm getting better. I finish my tea and go back to my book. I read a few more stories. After some time, I feel tired. I decide it is time to go home. I take my book to the desk to check it out. The librarian says, "I hope you enjoy your book. Come back anytime." I thank her and leave the library. The bus ride home is calm. I look out the window and think about what I learned today. I learned many new words in the library. I am happy because I am improving my English. I know that reading is a great way to learn. I want to read more books in English. When I get home, I feel tired but satisfied. I take out my notebook and write down the new words I learned today. Lost, find, and happy. I write sentences with these words to practice. The boy is happy because he finds a dog. I practice the sentences out loud. Speaking helps me learn too. I watch a short video in English before bed. I try to understand everything is not easy, but I understand some parts. I repeat the words I hear. I feel proud because I am learning more each day. Before I go to sleep, I think about my day. It was a good day. I went to the library, learned new words, and practiced reading and speaking. Tomorrow I will study more. I will read more books, watch more videos, and speak more English. Every day, I am getting closer to my goal. I know I can do it. I feel happy and ready for tomorrow. Learning English is a journey, and I am making progress. I know that little by little I will speak English better. I'm excited to learn more. Tomorrow will be even better than today. Chapter 7. Today is a busy day. I wake up early and feel excited. I have a lot of things to do today. I want to study English, meet my friends, and go to a new place. I start the day by having breakfast. I eat eggs and toast with butter. I drink some juice. I like having breakfast in the morning because it gives me energy. After breakfast, I get ready. I put on my shoes, take my bag, and leave the house. It is a sunny day and the sky is blue. I walk to the bus stop. When I get there, I see my friend Ahmed. He is waiting for the bus too. I wave at him and he smiles. "Good morning, Ariel," he says. "Good morning, Ahmed," I answer. The bus comes and we both get on. We sit together. We talk about our English lessons and how we are learning. Ahmed tells me, "I like studying English, but it is sometimes difficult." I agree with him. Yes, it is hard, but we can do it. Every day we get better, I say. Ahmed smiles. "You are right, Ariel. We just need to practice every day." We talk more as the bus moves through the city. I look out the window and see many people. Some are walking quickly and some are sitting in the park. Some people are riding bikes. The bus stops at my stop and I get off. "See you later, Ariel," Ahmed says. I wave goodbye to him and continue walking to my destination today. I'm going to the market. I want to practice my English by talking to people at the market. It is a good place to learn new words. When I arrive, I see many shops. There are fruit stands, vegetable stands, and flower shops. I take a deep breath. The air smells fresh, and I see many colors. I walk to the first shop. It sells fruit. The shopkeeper smiles at me and speaks. "Hello, how can I help you?" I smile back and answer, "Hello, I want to buy some apples." The shopkeeper asks, "How many apples do you want?" I think for a moment and say, "I want 6 apples, please." The shopkeeper picks the apples and puts them in a bag. I pay him and say thank you. He smiles and speaks. "You're welcome." I continue walking around the market. I see many people buying food and talking. I go to a vegetable stand. The woman at the stand says, "Good afternoon. What can I get for you?" I answer, "I want some tomatoes and carrots, please." She puts the tomatoes and carrots in a bag. I pay her and say thank you. She smiles and says, "Have a nice day." I feel happy because I'm practicing my English. I'm speaking to different people and learning new words. After buying the vegetables, I decide to buy some flowers. I go to a flower shop and ask the woman, "How much are the flowers?" She speaks, "The flowers are 3 pounds each." I look at the flowers and pick some red roses. "I will take these, please," I say. The woman gives me the roses, and I pay her. "Thank you," I say, and she answers, "You are welcome. Have a good day." After shopping, I sit on a bench in the market. I feel proud because I used English to talk to different people. I'm getting better every day. Speaking with others helps me learn faster. I think about how far I have come. When I first started learning English, I was scared to speak, but now it is easier and I am more confident. I take a break and drink some water. I look at the things I bought: the apples, tomatoes, carrots, and flowers. It feels good to have fresh food. After a while, I decide it is time to go home. I walk to the bus stop and wait for the bus. On the bus, I think about my day. I feel happy because I practice speaking English. I feel proud because I talk to people at the market. I also learn new words like apples, tomatoes, carrots, and roses. Every day, I learn more. I'm not afraid to speak English anymore. I know that the more I speak, the better I get. When I get home, I put my shopping on the kitchen table. I take out my notebook and write down the new words I learned today. I write apples, tomatoes, carrots, and roses. I make sentences with these words. I bought apples at the market. I like to eat tomatoes. Carrots are good for you. Roses are beautiful flowers. After writing, I watch a short video in English. I listen carefully and try to understand the story. I don't understand everything, but I understand some parts. I repeat the words I hear. I feel good because I am practicing. I know that every time I practice, I get better. Before bed, I think about what I did today. It was a great day. I practiced English at the market, learned new words, and felt more confident. I know that tomorrow will be another good day. I will continue to study, speak, and learn every day. I am getting closer to my goal of speaking English fluently. I am proud of myself. I know that learning English takes time, but I am working hard. Little by little, I will reach my goal. Tomorrow, I will practice more. I look forward to the new day and new opportunities to learn different people and learning new words. After buying the vegetables, I decide to buy some flowers. I go to a flower shop and ask the woman, "How much are the flowers?" She says, "The flowers are 3 pounds each." I look at the flowers and pick some red roses. "I will take these, please," I say. The woman gives me the roses, and I pay her. "Thank you," I say, and she answers, "You're welcome. Have a good day." After shopping, I sit on a bench in the market. I feel proud because I used English to talk to different people. I'm getting better every day. Speaking with others helps me learn faster. I think about how far I have come. When I first started learning English, I was scared to speak, but now it is easier and I am more confident. I take a break and drink some water. I look at the things I bought: the apples, tomatoes, carrots, and flowers. It feels good to have fresh food. After a while, I decide it is time to go home. I walk to the bus stop and wait for the bus. On the bus, I think about my day. I feel happy because I practice speaking English. I feel proud because I talk to people at the market. I also learn new words like apples, tomatoes, carrots, and roses. Every day, I learn more. I'm not afraid to speak English anymore. I know that the more I speak, the better I get. When I get home, I put my shopping on the kitchen table. I take out my notebook and write down the new words I learned today. I write apples, tomatoes, carrots, and roses. I make sentences with these words. I bought apples at the market. I like to eat tomatoes. Carrots are good for you. Roses are beautiful flowers. After writing, I'll watch a short video in English. I listen carefully and try to understand the story. I don't understand everything, but I understand some parts. I repeat the words I hear. I feel good because I'm practicing. I know that every time I practice, I get better. Before bed, I think about what I did today. It was a great day. I practiced English at the market, learned new words, and felt more confident. I know that tomorrow will be another good day. I will continue to study, speak, and learn every day. I am getting closer to my goal of speaking English fluently. I am proud of myself. I know that learning English takes time, but I am working hard. Little by little, I will reach my goal. Tomorrow, I will practice more. I look forward to the new day and new opportunities to learn. Thanks for watching. Remember, consistency is key to improving your English. See you in the next lesson. Please don't forget to subscribe channel English Stories.